One thing you hear a lot when you're a single guy from all your married buddies is, let me check with the wife, or I have to check with the missus. And so as a single guy, you're kind of like, oh, come on, like, is she really going to keep you from doing that or whatever? Like maybe it's just like a guy's night or a little road trip or something like that. And so I was always kind of like, I'm going to take my wife's thoughts to heart, and I'm going to take what she says into consideration. I was like, but I'm still going to have some times where, I'm just going to need to get away with my buddies, and like I wouldn't need her permission. But two things on that. One, I'm very wrong. I was very wrong. You better run everything by your wife. If it's like a little road trip or a night, she needs to know what you're doing. But two, the bigger thing is that I want to run it by. I want to run things by her. An example is recently I had a friend. He asked me if I wanted to go to Dallas on a little golf weekend trip, and I didn't even tell her about it because I was like, I just was away for a weekend for our men's boot camp that we did. I'm getting ready to go to Amarillo for a few days for work, and then San Antonio the week after that for a few days for work. And I just thought, that's a long time to be away from my wife. And I was like, I really don't want to go out of town for any more time and to play golf. And so, but the mindset overall has just changed, because it's like I wouldn't even think about making a decision like that without running it by her, because I want her to be part of the decision making in every little thing, and her feelings really do. They matter to me a lot more than I guess I expected them to going in.
He's getting more brownie points as he speaks.
Yeah.
Going on. But yeah, and I agree. I feel the same way. There's things that, maybe friends or family members would tell me, be prepared for these things before marriage. And I think looking back, maybe as a girl, I had this expectation, he's just going to be this knight in shining armor to live with. He's never going to be a boy. He's never going to get the house dirty. He won't do any of those boy
I don't
things.
know who told you that.
Friends. Friends did. Well, girls,
Yeah.
And that's just kind of what you think is it's going to be perfect, and you're just going to have all these lovey-dovey nights, and everything's going to be romantic, and there's times it definitely is. But I think looking back now, I like the fact that sometimes he makes the house dirty. I like that he's a man.
I'm going to remember you said that too.
You can. But I do. I want someone that God created man, and he created a woman. And so I like the differences. And so now looking back, the expectation that I thought was going to be this perfect, little marriage and living together, it makes him who he is by the things that he does. And whether it's dirtying up the house or he forgets some things, it still makes him who he is. And I appreciate him and love him for that, because God made him that way. And I just really like that he's a man.
I'm glad that you like that, a man.